What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we have a mail day. Now this one is a little bit of a smaller mail day. There are only two cards really that I want to show you. Now the first package does, it's from a group break, so there are a couple other cards in there, but there's one main card that I want to show you guys, and then there is a card underneath the package which I have already opened because I was just too excited not to see it. So I have seen that one, but I'm definitely excited to show you guys what it is, and it is definitely one of the coolest cards in my collection. Honestly, if there was going to be one card in my collection that I would be most reluctant to give up, it would probably be that card. So I'm definitely excited to show you guys, and we'll get into those here in a second. But before we do that, I just want to say, if you have not subscribed to the channel, would definitely appreciate that. If you would like and comment on the video, that does help out the channel, and again, would be greatly appreciated. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to all the members on the channel who did pick up a mystery box today. There were only 15 mystery boxes, and they did sell out in under 5 minutes. So, there were only 15, like I said, so not a lot to go around. The next series of fire packs, which I'm hoping to release later this month. My goal is 100 packs, so everyone who wants one does have a shot to get one. Right now I'm at about 25 packs, so I do have a long way to go in about 2 or 3 weeks. So hopefully I can get that done. But again, I wanted to do a massive release on the next one because I know on the last one, there were some people who weren't able to get one. So with all that out of the way, I do want to mention one more thing before we do get into these packages. Something that I have never mentioned on the channel before, but I do have a link in the description below for a free stock with Robinhood. Now this is something that I've never mentioned on the channel before, but I've had a link in there in the description for a long time, and a few of you guys have signed up. And basically, if you sign up on Robinhood, which is an investing app, which is something that I've been getting more active in recently, and so if you sign up using that link and then you link your bank account to Robinhood, you get a free stock and I get a free stock. And the reason why I do want to mention this is because a long time ago, when I first put that link in the description, a few people did sign up, and I got 3 shares for completely free of a stock called Plug Power. And at the time, the value on that stock was under $5. The value on that stock today is over $65. So I have made over $180 on that one stock on 3 free shares that I got from people using my link to sign up. So I just wanted to mention that on the channel finally, because you never know what you can get. That free stock from Robinhood could turn into something really valuable in the future. So if you are interested in that, it's completely free to sign up. All you have to do is click the link in the description, and then you do have to link your bank account, and you will get a free stock and I will get a free stock. And with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and get into this mail day. Now, the first package is, like I said, it's a group break. It is from Wolf's Card Breaks. And actually, real quick, I do want to mention this as well because he posted on his Instagram, and I made a post on my Instagram as well a couple days ago that I had been seeing a lot of accounts saying that or a lot of people saying that their PayPal account has been suspended. And Wolf's Card Breaks, unfortunately, was one of those. And basically what is going on is PayPal is seeing a lot of people who deal with sports cards as gambling. So I just want to get it out there for people to be careful using PayPal. I would definitely suggest using probably Venmo or Cash App or Zelle, or there's a lot of other things, but definitely think that as the sports card community, we need to definitely come up with an alternative to PayPal, because it's just absolutely not right what they're doing. They're basically freezing, or they're suspending people's accounts. They're freezing all their money in the account for 180 days. And there's basically no questions asked. Like, you're not getting your account back, and you'll be lucky to get that money after 180 days. So definitely wanted to get that out there. Wolf's Card Breaks was unfortunately one of the ones that I saw whose account was suspended. So just be careful with PayPal is what I want to say. So now we'll go ahead and get into this package. I know a couple of people had reached out to me wanting me to kind of get that out there, because I think, a lot of people didn't necessarily know that. So I'm definitely going to limit my PayPal activity for sure. So we'll go ahead and get in this package. If I can get in here, there we go. All right, so I'm going to take that off camera so I don't give away the the big card first. We'll save that for last. There we go. All right, so this was a 2-box Spectra break. It was a pick your team, and I picked the Bucks. And there's actually a funny story to this break. I picked the Bucks, and I was in break number 2. And the night before, he basically had 4 boxes of Spectra and rolled the dice. And I forget what number came up, but the numbers that came up, he picked the first 2 boxes, and out of one of those boxes came a Giannis 1-of-1 Nebula. And I was like, you have to be kidding me, because I was in the next break. So that card could have easily been mine. But I did have the Bucks on the very next, he broke the other 2 boxes on the next night. And luckily I did hit some nice Giannis. So first one is just a Giannis base in that, MVP pose. If you're familiar with the Mosaic MVPs, that's the same picture there. And then we did hit a Chris Middleton as well. I believe this one is to 49. Yep. So Chris Middleton to 49. And luckily, even though I did not hit the 1-of-1 Giannis, I did hit a Giannis auto, which I was super pumped about. My first Giannis auto, and it is the Catalyst signatures. Now, it doesn't have like a parallel or anything, but I did look up on the checklist. The base Giannis auto is numbered to 15, so definitely super short print Giannis auto. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion out there. I have heard that like the past year or so, Giannis has not signed anything whatsoever. So I'm honestly not sure what to do with this. I don't know if I want to go ahead and redeem it and just basically wait the 120 days and then request a replacement. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the redemptions, if you do redeem it and it goes 120 days, you can request a replacement, or you can just keep waiting. So I wasn't sure if I should just sell it, if I should redeem it and wait, if I should contact Panini and see if they can just go ahead and replace it now, which I don't think, that's probably not an option. But definitely let me know what you guys would do. I'd be interested to know. Really have no clue what to do with it, but definitely a nice card and one that I'm very happy to have. And now on to the main event. And like I said earlier, if there was one card in my collection that I just absolutely would not give up right now, it would probably be this card. And if you guys are familiar with Transcendent, which is basically the most high-end product that exists, other than maybe Eminence, you can tell that this card is from Transcendent, and it is Roger Federer. And there you go. Transcendent Roger Federer auto, numbered 4 of 25. Extremely high-end product. And it's crazy because Steel City Collectibles had this card up for a couple months. I've been watching it, and I finally shot them a message, and I was like, hey, I didn't want to drop $2,000 on a card, but I had the Joe Burrow Prism Red that I showed on the channel a while back. It's on my Instagram if you want to check it out. I picked that one up recently, and that's a fairly liquid card for a pretty high-end card. And I messaged them and I was like, hey, would you guys be interested in a straight up trade? I had it listed on eBay for $2,700, and they were basically like, no. And then someone did end up buying that card, and I was like, oh great, I'll probably never see another one. Well, someone put one up like a week later. I hit them up and said, hey, I have a Joe Burrow Prism Red up for $2,700. Would you be interested in a straight up trade? And he had it listed for $2,000 as well. And I was like, would you be interested in a straight up trade? I would just rather have the Federer. And he said, yeah, let's do it. And it was that easy. So shout out to him for working out a deal on this. And I would show the Burrow just to show what I traded for it, but I actually sent it to PSA to be graded completely on the house for this guy just for working out the deal. So definitely appreciate that. If you guys are not familiar, I did play tennis in college. I grew up, playing tennis, so I'm a huge tennis fan. Federer is the absolute greatest of all time, in my opinion. Rafael Nadal is a very, very close second. And then you have Djokovic, you have Sampras, and a lot of others. But Federer, in my mind, is the greatest of all time. So, a lot of these other cards, like my Luka auto, my John Morant auto, anything could happen with those guys. They could get hurt. They could quit playing. But Roger Federer is absolutely the greatest of all time. So his Honestly, this is probably the safest card in my collection. A lot of these other cards you see in the background are very risky because these guys are so young. This is honestly probably the safest card, like I said. So one that I will not be moving anytime soon. This is a 100% PC forever. Unless it happens to be like a, you know, $50,000-$100,000 card, then I might be tempted to move it. But you know, in the near future, definitely not looking to move this card. So very happy to have that one. Hope you guys did enjoy this little mail day. Again, wasn't really a ton of pickups, but I did ramble on for quite a while. So if you are still watching, I definitely appreciate that. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. I do have some more videos coming this weekend, so I'll see you guys very soon.